Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR, and here's a brand new halacha for you for Erev Yom Kippur 2010. A couple of last important laws for you to know. Of course, everybody knows that Yom Kippur is the day that we'll be fasting, even though it is Shabbos. If a person ever does become sick, there are instances in which that person would be considered allowed to eat. The bottom line is, if it starts to be life-threatening, or even if you're not sure if it's life-threatening, then eating would be allowed. If a person has to eat or drink on Yom Kippur, they should try to minimize it. In other words, take a little sip, and then a little bit later, minutes later, a little tiny amount of food. But please listen to the end of this sentence. A little bit of food, and then a pause, and then a little bit of food later. That way, at least you're not doing the full eating that you didn't have to, if you don't have to. Here's the thing I want to rush to say to you, because it's the most important part. If somebody knows that they could possibly need to eat on Yom Kippur, and it could become a life-threatening situation, then don't leave it to the middle of Yom Kippur to figure out what to do. If you know of you or anyone that you know that is in this situation, they should speak to a competent rabbi, competent doctor, and figure out in advance, okay, here's the plan. If the blood glucose starts to be like this and the number becomes that, then the doctor says, together with my rabbi, that I should have one cracker and then stop. The bottom line is figure out in advance what your needs will be, if it's life-threatening or not, so that then you have a course of action all figured out in advance. That's what I would recommend, because to, on your own, start to figure out what to do in the middle of Yom Kippur, because you think you might have a life-threatening situation, you could be making some mistakes. Bottom line, if somebody did mess up and didn't arrange anything, and you think that life is being threatened, then do what you got to do to save a life. That's how it always works in our religion. But try to arrange with a competent rabbi or a doctor before, so you'll have all the parameters straight. If a person does end up eating a meal on Yom Kippur for good, proper reasons, on this Shabbos, which is Shabbos and Yom Kippur, they would bench, a proper benching, of course, and in the benching they would say the Yalav Yavo, including the words Yom Kippur in it, and they would say Ritzei, like a Shabbos benching, which is what it really is. But again, let me repeat for the last time, make sure to speak to a doctor and rabbi, both who are competent about all these matters before, and you'll have all your stuff to know and to do. Anyway, hope everybody has a meaningful fast, a healthy fast, and a safe fast, and we'll give you more stuff on the other side of it. Hope everybody has a Gemar Chasima Tova, that everybody's seal is sealed for the good, and we all have a fantastic year, and we'll give you more fresh laws right after Yom Kippur. Bye-bye. Have a meaningful fast.